Now I am sure that we are all aware of Episode 3, Chapter 6, Darth Vader, in LEGO Star Wars The Complete Saga. It is somewhat of an iconic level because of the ending boss fight between Anakin and Obi-Wan. But what you might not know is that the high ground will actually start to collapse and sink into the lava. Now most players probably never see this because it does take quite a while for it to happen, and if you're playing the game properly, then the fight really isn't a long one in any way. But that got me thinking, what would happen if you just let the high ground continue sinking? If you let it completely collapse, leaving only the lava left? I decided to test this by simply waiting, and there are two things that happened. Firstly, the expected outcome is that you simply die because you touch the lava. Touching the lava at any point during the level will immediately reset your character to the start of the specific section that you're in. Touching the lava here will simply reset you to the start of the fight. I then tried using an astromech droid to hover above the lava just to see what would happen. And well, what happened is that the boss actually started taking damage from the lava and got a little bit confused. He kept on jumping in the same place over and over and over again, whilst taking damage, which then got me thinking, could you finish the fight and end the level like this? Could you end the level by having the boss die to lava? To test this idea, I loaded up a modded save file where Jango Fett has been altered to have infinite flight. This means that we can just sit above the lava and observe what happens. And, as it turns out, you can finish the level this way. If the boss's heart drops to 0 whilst being in the lava, the level will end. But using a modded save file isn't really realistic for everyone. Some people might not know how to do it, some people playing on console physically can't do it. Which begs the question, can this be done in story mode? Making sure he doesn't kill me before, but we did it. We actually did it. Well, that clip there proves that we can actually win like this. I'm not entirely sure what practical purpose this serves, because you do still need to use your lightsaber to get him down to 1 HP. You can't really say that you've beaten him without using a lightsaber. However, it is certainly fun and interesting, because it is such a different way of doing it. It does take quite a while though, because you do have to wait for the high ground to collapse completely. It's also quite a fun challenge to avoid dying to Anakin before you actually get to the point where he will touch the lava, but you can definitely beat him like this in story mode, which is really all I wanted to share for today's video. But other than that, yes, if you enjoyed, please be sure to like, comment and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all later.